Hello there, my friends, my lovely people. Welcome to this very special episode of Skul the Hero Slayer. What you're hearing right now is actually me doing a voiceover commentary dub, just because the run that I did right here, my microphone was muted for the entire thing. The new one that I got, I didn't realize I'd muted it, and it picked up none of my commentary whatsoever. But more importantly than that, this is a attempted speedrun, as a matter of fact. Hence my very quick movement on screen right now. I've done a couple of these just in the last week. Not, you know, trying anything special, just seeing how quick I can go, basically. My strategy has kind of been that I figured out, I think Rockstar is the most powerful skull that you can get at the beginning of a run. Wow, that was badass. I didn't even realize I did that during the run. Damn, that was cool. Dropping amps on the bigger enemies and then just, yeah, like swapping out, making sure I don't accidentally trigger the rock band. But dropping 1 amp on a big enemy like that, as long as you don't go into the rock band when you don't want to, it's great. But yes, Rockstar, best skull that I think you can get at the beginning, because you can only get rare skulls up to rare quality. And he absolutely destroys bosses. When we get up to the first adventurer fight and the first boss, you'll see what I mean. Rockstar early game is just as broken as getting a unique skull, or even a legendary sometimes, in my opinion. We'll see it here. But, yeah, I'm not especially looking to get into, like, speedrunning proper. This was more just like a fun challenge for myself kind of thing, just to see how quickly I could go. Look at that, he's gone already. Amazing. I'm prioritizing picking up the Thieves' Gauntlets, which gives me the basic attacks, shoot shurikens, Mage Necklace, and Sylphid Wings. Either Sylphid Wings or the Coward's Cape. Just for the mobility options. Having good mobile skulls for this particular kind of run, obviously very good. But a lot of those high mobility items that I usually don't worry about, because when I make normal videos, I'm not worried about the speed that I go. I'm more worried about it being entertaining and fun for you guys to watch. And moving around fast isn't exactly a first priority for me. Moving through, I'm still using Werewolf. In the first act... Oh, that was really cool. It's a shame I need to go back down and kill that guy. In the first act, I'm prioritizing, or trying to prioritize, items first. I need to get some basic good items to ensure that Yggdrasil goes down really quickly, and that the rest of the enemies in Act 2 and the rest in Act 1 in general aren't too tanky, that I can tear through them relatively quickly. In Act 2 is where I will try and get a hold of a better skull and prioritize skull rooms. Because I will need a better one going into Act 3. In Act 3, Rockstar's damage does drop off quite hard. Like, he's not bad, he's good the entire way through, he's one of the best skulls in the game, but compared to, say, Grim Reaper or Lich, some of those, you know, legendaries that you want to get in order to make the run as smooth as possible, he's not that quality. Very quickly, I also think that the ability I'm using, I think it's Outro. The stun is Guitar Slam. I think that might be the best ability for this kind of run. I think the electric slide one that he does isn't bad, but between the cooldown and the damage that it deals, I think the fact that I can use this Guitar Slam more makes it a bit better for utility. Same thing in this against Yggdrasil, dropping the amps down, timing it all out, and then just nuke his face, give him a bonk on the head with the axe there. Slay him, band playing in midair like bosses. Down he goes. Yeah, hurry up, Yggdrasil. You're costing me time. Got a bone of courage right there. A really good find if I can get a hold of... I mean, strange for me to say it, but Yaksha, but... It's definitely not ideal. If I got the swiftness bone, the bone that increases speed skulls, that's king stuff right there. That's what you really want, because I do intend on having Rockstar for the entire run. And there are, for me at least, a lot more speed skulls that are more useful for this kind of run, like Ninja with these triple jump and dashes. For speed runs, I mean, come on. You want speed skulls for speed runs. Or, obviously, you know, those broken, badass balance skulls. That change was terrible. I tried to time it and land on the bottom tier, but didn't work out. You also realize, once you start trying to go super, super fast and do speed runs, that using the environment to your advantage, like that automatic arrow that shot through and finished off those enemies just there, or the barrels on the ground, super useful. Like, I normally do try and strategically play around those things to take care of troublesome enemies, but since trying something like this, I value them so much more now. Now, I don't know if I mentioned, but my health is kind of just being spent almost as fuel. Do I take this? Yeah, I do. And here we go, Raven Lord. A pretty great find this early, for sure. Going to sell off the things that I don't want, pick up 11th Finger of Lightning. I love the item. And it's good at sniping enemies, stragglers. It's really good for sniping stragglers. Or just enemies in general off the screen. It's just free extra auto DPS. No reason not to pick it up. But yeah, like I said before, my HP in this kind of a run is like a fuel. I'm just going to get hit by a lot more than I normally would. I'm prioritizing dodging less because, I mean, dodging means I'm not hitting the enemy, and if I'm not hitting the enemy, it means that he's dying slower, which means I'm moving slower, so... I'm trying to consider the best way for me to be doing this. Nice damage. And we have Prisoner, which is a fantastic upgrade from Werewolf that I've had since close to the beginning. Quickly swap into Rockstar, get ready to drop down the amps and blast their faces. Drop the Raven Lord along with... and the boy is in trouble. He's struggling, he's fighting through that. She's gone down all on her own, thanks to the band. I didn't even realize the band did that much damage to break their casting. Without having to do anything yourself. Kind of funny that I'm using Prisoner here, because if you're watching this, I think by this point I should have uploaded my actual video that I'm working on for today's upload, which uses the Prisoner in it. And if for whatever reason it's not uploaded, feel free to yell at me in the comments and say, "Oi, where's your Prisoner run? You promised." Now, I will say, after I realized that this particular run didn't have audio from my microphone recorded, I did spend about, I'm gonna say, an hour and a half, close to 2 hours, just sitting at the start of the game, resetting my runs over and over and over again until I get Rockstar, preferably with outro, so I can try and replicate this as much as possible. Fantastic swap-in attack. But, believe it or not, I did the entire run from start to finish and forgot to hit record. I was talking the whole way through, doing live commentary, it was lit, it was fantastic. I get to the end, I'm doing my thanks for watching bit, closing off the video, and then I go to hit stop recording and check out and see if everything's okay, and I press the button and I start recording. Heartbroken. Oh well, this is a better run actually anyway. The run that I recorded in post, that I messed up twice on, was a worse run than this one, so, I mean, you get a better run in the long run. But you have to listen to me talking over it the entire time. I make that mistake a lot throughout the run, trying to use Rockstar's swap-in. He'll leap up onto the top floors of rooms, ledges, anything, when I'm trying to hit the guy on the bottom. That was pretty badass. Throw the bomb, teleport to him, explode. Look at that. The phaser, right? Prisoner's phaser is pretty damn cool. Throw that bomb. There we go. I think this is also why Outro, the stun, is really good. Just having an on-demand stun on short cooldown, very handy. Good for the adventurers, good for all these tough mobs in these rooms. Like the spear guys, the healers, the big ball throwing guys. The scary popes, as I call them. Alright, on to second boss fight. Starting in Prisoner. I'll be saving my band for phase 2, which is something I'm pretty used to doing by now. What does kinda suck a little bit about this version of Prisoner is, like, Phaser doesn't really do damage. Phaser is a utility attack. Or a utility ability, I should even call it an attack. So Prisoner effectively only has Bomb, and his basic attack is a way to do damage. I would have much preferred if he had Broadsword. Shoutouts to my Prisoner run that should be uploaded. Broadsword along with Bomb would have been, oh, fantastic. But something I can't complain about is the fact that I am getting to bully one sister and not have to worry about splitting their health. The intention is that this sister is going to die so fast anyway, because of the band, that it is better for me to just go all in on one sister at the start and then this one now. Also, I don't know if you noticed this, but my Quintessence didn't get used there. I did press it at least 2 or 3 times. I normally, like, mash it a couple of times when I go to use it in tight spots like that. Nah, he just didn't want to come out, and I don't know why. I have no idea why. You could have saved me seconds, Ravenlord. What are you doing? Moving into the lab now. Everybody's favorite area, isn't it? Don't you guys love the lab? I love the lab. You can see little... I don't get the Earth Spirit very often. Get him, Raven. But when I do, I can't help but, like, really notice him. When things are that rare, they stand out. His little sand fist clench attack that he does. I seem to get Salamander and the water one more than the Wind and Earth. Oh, Berserker. Pick that up. Now, I grabbed Berserker because I was aware at the time that Prisoner really only had one good attack, and I didn't want to worry about not doing enough damage. So I see Berserker show up, and immediately I'm like, oh, Berserker, great. And didn't even notice that he has the ability that just doubles his attack speed instead of making him actually, like, hit and do a big burst of damage. So I kind of traded out Prisoner for something just as undesirable. I didn't really gain anything from doing that. If anything, I probably lost time effectively because at least Prisoner rolls around and moves quicker. Although Berserker does just do more damage, so who knows? Maybe this was the move. Ravenlord? Yeah, there we go. It's funny, in real time, watching my run again, because I don't remember every little detail about the run as I'm doing it. Some of this stuff surprises me. But, like, reflexively watching it, I'm like, oh, use Ravenlord here. Do it here. Do that. Do this. And I'm doing it. It's like, I'm proud of me. It's like, yeah, way to go, me. You did the thing. That's what I would have done. What am I going to sell here? Embers? Jagamon Thorn? Yep. That's something worth mentioning. When I'm selling stuff, I want to sell everything that I plan to sell all at once whenever I open up my menu. Like, menuing is just... If I'm going to open up the menu and go to sell something, I'm not just going to sell one thing on this, like, attempted speed run. I'm going to sell 2 or 3 things if I can. If I'm just looking to sell one thing, it'd better be worth it, or else I'm not really going to do it because it's just a waste of time. Selling off one item, getting a little bit of gold, and making some room for something else. When, honestly, I could just pick up an item and leave it on the ground. Gold isn't a massive worry for me. And in saying so, I'm noticing I don't have a lot of gold. Oh, look, Archmage. And I don't know if you noticed, but he had Meteor. Yeah, I'm not happy in this room because I've had to say goodbye to Archmage. I've been looking for him the entire time. I'm mad now watching it. I've been looking for him for so long, specifically with Meteor. And he shows up, of all times, in this stupid, weird speedrun attempt run where I'm just looking to go fast. And... oh, what a save, what a save. I knew that was coming up. I was real happy about that. But yeah, like, I'm not going to take Archmage for this. Are you kidding? I'm not going to stand around and cast for a good 10 seconds. Third Adventurer fight. Drop the amps. Break through. Break through. They're melting. It's taking time. Priest Girl is getting away with some heals that I should have noticed sooner and dealt with sooner. But I prioritized attacking whoever was closest to the band and the amps. And I think that was the Paladin guy. Because Lady Priest teleported away. And here we go. Trying to make quick decisions. We've picked up Archlich. Exactly what you want to see. Well, between this and Reaper. And he has Seal too. Check out Seal. Look at that. What a badass attack. Cooldown's not too long. Very useful screen clear. Does good damage on its own just to regular enemies. Getting impatient and slamming down on that thing. I think this is the problem with Archlich compared to Reaper though, is that Archlich I think just does a little bit less damage with his basic attacks and just... he's a bit slower in general. Look at that. It's very slow and deliberate. It looks badass, but I'm not sure if it's any quicker than Reaper. This room, run in, slam him, drop the Ravenlord. I should have done a seal in here too and just annihilated the room. But at this point, I'm still thinking, oh, I should save seal. You know, it'll be useful for the next room, and then it's the shop. Because I don't count rooms. You can count rooms and know which, like, when the shop is going to turn up. Oh, this was a huge mistake. I hated this so much. This probably cost me like 2 minutes. Which is why I popped seal and just nuked the room as quickly as possible. If I had just gone into Rockstar and done the barrel jumps properly, I could have saved doing all of this. And just landed on this guy's head, bop him, pick up the stuff, leave. I thought I had to sell items there. I actually don't. More wasted time. Activating Ravenlord up top. I tried to suck in the big guy upstairs, but he avoided it narrowly. Now I've got Feather sucking enemies in together, but it does really good damage. It does really good damage, the Feather, so I'm going to use it. There we go. Big damage. Skull is Samurai. Nope. Not even close to an upgrade from what we have. Use Seal, Beelz. Nah, don't use Seal yet. It's too little enemies. Not even worth it. Use Seal now, Beelz. Clap those ogres as they spawn in. Well done. Oh, you should use Ravenlord here, Beelz. Oh, wait, no. No, they're all dead. Wow. Archlich is pulling out some damage. I would have totally Ravenlorded there, but past me is smarter than future me. Now, right there, that was an executive decision. The stun mace is there. I know I don't need it. Reflexively, normally, I'd pick it up and sell it, even though there's literally no reason to do it. But I just walked away and left it on the ground. It takes balls to do that. Alright, here we go. Ravenlord, all the amps. Go into badass mode. Jam on him. The damage isn't crazy. Quite literally, if I had... oh, there you go. That's seal damage, though. That is crazy. If I had the Thieves' Armlets, the, you know, basic attack, shoot shurikens, or Mage Necklace, he'd be dead by now. Quite literally, easily dead by now. Using that combo on Chimera with Rockstar with all those items does absolutely just forbidden damage. And he's gonna go down here. Bam, there he goes. Dead. I also didn't get Sylphid Wings or the Thieves' Armor. That big mistake in the room a few rooms ago where I fell down and had to fight a room I didn't even need to. Yeah, not a perfect run, but I mean, look at that. That's pretty damn good though. I'm not gonna say bad about that. 18 minutes 44, sorry. Using in-game time. Now, I'm very sorry for the obvious choppiness of this particular video and the recording and the way it was all done. I did not plan for it to come out this way. I'm still sad that I lost my original commentary and on audio. I was a lot more excited, obviously, going through and, you know, exclaiming, arc glitch, and, you know, all hype and caught up in the moment. But I didn't want to lose this run, and I couldn't get a better one afterwards, so I figure it's best just to show you the run and get it out there, even with my crappy commentary, and let you at least see it. And I think this is the first run that I've legitimately posted that's just from start to finish with no cuts or edits, like, in between, to kind of, you know, spice it up a little bit. So hopefully the full thing was not boring and entertaining enough that you watched through and maybe, I don't know, maybe you learned something or you had some ideas. If you enjoy Skul content, check out the rest of the channel. I have a whole bunch of stuff on there already. But anyway, enough out of me. I'm out of here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.